speaking to lawyer Sammy Gyamfi, acting MD for PMMC, and for more, move follow. No, you've seen, say, for some time now. In fact, after the elections, no, and the first media interview in here, he's been concentrating on the task of Mampenyi Eddie Eshenens as acting MD of PMMC, and he was given that additional job of overseeing the setting up of the gold board, and he's been focused on that. A lot of stakeholder engagement and the afe and why Nadrin said he would want to engage with the Ghanaian people and answer some questions a Ghana for being e busa and the Yamiadumi and Sakano ewo studio ha se wutie na wo question bi mana 0548 443 523 0548 443 523. Ubetimi de sa questions ni nyina abrain na yebusa no ama. Sami akwa ba ete sen.
Bazebu obi onyame adom ahoden wo ho. Enkwa wo ho. Ketrema dabodwem na mboja edi mu afusane. Inti ebeka se Beniza ni onyame edi abedruni. Na wo so ho te sen.
Adumia o.
Mia ma unze say ho ayefe papa. Ho ayefe na practice ne ko say unya da je de ya na wa bo modern yes we food so we ni nyina enne so aban papa banti no minim se bibia be ye mremre na ye nyina ye ho ato e ma menchia watifu nyina omo omuti dwumedi wa chichi ni benche
party for no so mafio
mafio mododo all NDC members and sympathizers teacher me communicators I mean omudi djuma on all platforms, social media, radio, TV, mechiobia medobia so ase to say the okan no ya to abewie ya no na we say ye jebre na ye home kakra na ye hwe adwuma so a onyame adom Ghana for the ashayensa ye dwen hu ye because anya adwuma ketwa ye adwuma so ye na ye adwuma ase ye ni ye a eso be bamfa so ama o man Ghana ni nchirima nti that moment was not only a moment for celebration for some of us, but it was a moment for deep introspection, soberness, reflection on the enormity of the task Jumaso Ghana for the Ashayansa. Because that dream obi ye baha na ye bekasa ma party press conferences ni ye tu kwan ni ye campaign na no me obi ka kire me say John Mahama was going to win with close to 1.7 million votes gaba. Ebi anka me kra no enti wo hwe nkonimdie ne kesif ne senesi ye kese fa na utumi hu se we de enye nipa enko na ye onyame na onyame so wo botaye nti a wo ye ne bibia se na Ghana fo si di odoto maba na to abama ye bum sa no e wo se ka bibi kire and that is simple. President Amaka say we cannot afford to fail nti e wo se ye nyina no yesin kitese ye besom o my Ghana for some papa e wa ho brasimo na di esi o mampenyi Mahama ani so ni opeso ye ma Ghana ma na di mpuntu ni nwuma paba no a Ghana for tie na supam to abama ye no ye nyina ye de adwuma den sacrifice e de bebo mampenyi Mahama na etumi abam. So at the time I was very calm and quiet. I was home with family, resting, praying and reflecting. Enumuana onyame adom yura John Dramani Mahama mampenyi yes same ko PMMC na kosom as acting MD whilst there no hwena yanti adwuma yuko a your friend GOLDBOD or NDC your 2020 manifesto ye kan ho asem
2020
2020 ye kan ho asem in the manifesto yentumi enya akwanya na anye because to aba no ye ni nkunim. But 2024 so yes also the share manifesto mo inti ya de da yura John Dramani Mahama koma so pass ye be yes adwuma yukuya your friend GOLDBOD.
And I think no best start me first question because Abamu manifesto mo for 2 electoral cycles, not to say idea here party leader who is now president and amonso amobo nechidom. Why do you think say Ghana here GOLDBOD?
question here we bizarre no. A question we hear pa. Na message for say nkomona yedi no if a Ghana put to ne Ghana nkoso. This is not partisan politics. This is about an initiative where a bit to me the ye yo kese any sika any nyuma abregana. Inti yenti any antiasie because I told the bina me social media na me ready be more keka. Utim say nipa no need information, only create information. But misa and say yes Sammy Gyamfi na wo hunti no de obitimi aka agu ade ne ho fi bia no obeka de agu ho fi. I mean, forget about Sammy Gyamfi. And look at the issue man penyi mahama ni so say yenye enfam wa Ghana through GOLDBOD. Now back to your question. The inti na Ghana here GOLDBOD. You see, Ghana your maya nyame hirayen. Na ade ba ko nyame de ache yen pa sika kokko gold. If ye nananom penso nyina no Ghana yenya gold pa. Your maya you gold.
Yes.
We bibremu ha the whole Africa and na yitimi ka boy wansa for him say Ghana you produce gold eche oman bia. We are the lead exporter of gold in the whole of Africa. Kwesi broni di kan ba asase we so obehu asase ne se na city no frɛ ha sika mpoano sika kokompoano Gold Coast. So gold ya de onyame de adom ye no man bia betum pon a good dear natural resources onyame de adom sa o man no e was on mine timi use no ye no man nya so mfa so pa e de boa ne manfo gold aboa Ghana. It is say minua bi on TV3 Saturday or so di kita Ghana pa eye kuku enye kuku e gold sika obroni sika gold de maye no kuku nru ho even divided by uchemu miensa kra kuku nru enti gold na ye agudi onyame de achen natural resource wa emaye obroni sika pa be de yo man in terms of forex exchange. 2024, I mean, 2024 an example, gold I export to free Ghana no $11.5 billion, not cedis.
$11.5 billion.
Yes.
1 year.
Yeah, 1 year.
Official figures.
Yes, official figures. Say yeah, PMMC and you get official figures because every gold I ever export to be an I say good no value good no locally.
Sure.
Okay.
In 11.5 no or more a year illegal export
smuggling encounter large scale for export best $6.9 billion.
Okay.
And a small scale minus export to $4.6 billion
in 1 year.
Yeah. Bank of Ghana they are top free more export here is about 70% of that. Okay. $4.6 billion. Inti we small scale gold that the mine na ye be 63 tons officially. Smuggling in Kaho make can one some later. It is a good idea emaye sika. But so we share emfaso e wosen ka o man Ghana nya free say good ye ni mu ade enya no e ye ketewa bi. E say dey na enya free ye gold mu. Taxes and royalties. Royalties in input there a large scale for no any to 5%. It be quite to less than that 4%, 3%. Okay. The royalties large scale new months Anglo gold. But more small scale no to royalties. Other African countries are small scale to royalties. Ghana we don't pay royalties. So they pay say gold no the okoto free small scale mine and eco export to withholding tax 1.5%. Minerals Commission will tax be that so for environmental sustainable management be 0.2. So and of course omo license ne dey omunya mfaso they are supposed to pay corporate taxes. They also pay VAT and they keka ho. So basically taxes and a small scale food you no royalties. Mfaso yenya no. But gold so mfaso no. Dodo na nye gold nitu. De okwako otu no tua tax ama ban ana royalty. Mfaso kese no e wo the trading of the commodity ne to ne ton obi atu gold awie na wo kwa akoto
every nipa ne ho
akoto no emfaso wo ai was of mine Ghana timinya sa emfaso ni bi te said you kuku
yeah
if you afford dua kuku wa aban na ye ho adwuma nyina na aban akoto se na be aban be nya emfaso na ka oman ni nyina, not just individuals involved in the trade but the entire nation.
Yeah.
Because your fan say eye oman ni nyina japade titu ne areas a ye dua kuku ye ni sa emfaso no. And the second point so ne say gold ubenya gold so emfaso a e was sachira gold du mudi ye enyema fofora ye di gold ye obroni say value addition into gold Ghana ye export to free here make can bebre unim say ni nyina na export no as scrap obroni friend dory bars scrap gold, we don't refine it. Apart from saying refining no ye jewelry industry of Ghana on the verge of collapse, very weak because access to gold went down. Emma womo enti obroni free bibi fabrication, the downstream fabrication of gold into jewelries, mints, any coins, any other store of value. Ama mama ya hodo okro wuni gold. Uko Dubai and Dubai will go souk. Udru wa we measure. Enyema ye di gold aye nkwan ye ton go souk. Dubai omun to go do. A major hub for gold trade keke. Omo create nya create go souk. Na Ghana Gold Coast. The leader spot of gold in Africa. Ye ni sa de ni bi. Because gold no sa wo ton no dory bars asika wunya na esua. Chain sen ka be refine a ton bullion. Bullion so de obenya free mu na esua. Chain sen ka wo de gold no be ko jewelries. Coins ne de keka. So the more you add value, the more you get national benefits from the gold.
Okay.
Enti sanya mani nyina wo fo. And ade ba ko so a essence so affect your crown is a gold na you to amfaso a yenya ye kakra bi. My dollars kakra. They said $11.5 billion. My taxes and royalties kakra. But the whole how essence of the mayo is a yeni and so catch it. The environmental concern of illegal mining. Environmental degradation yen sua nipa binum o moye small scale mining enyo munyina binum o moye de say yen suo yen sa ase yakwaye. And you need to deal with this problem. How do we address this problem and maximize national benefits from gold, that gold resource? How? And Bakwe environmental management, and not a Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, and your Minerals Commission. Agreement. Say, Papa Benson, you bet you first were to go the good year now. Yen fancy yen fancy and sassy. Na say same point you bit me in accordance with best practices and law. And we are more juma. And a present mama say yen tea juma you kufu fry your friend you good border. Or no the obehwe and faswa. Ghana bit to me and free gold no neto and in the tomb. The trading of gold. It's what I say. Because a buying sunya sanfas woni be a cow mining in a chance say only a private individual in your sanfas one. Unim. Let's go back Accra. And maybe eba Ghana. Na Ghana gold. From 1989, I passed PNDC law 219 establishing Precious Minerals Marketing Corporation, PMMC at the time. From that time about to the mid 90s, late 90s, no BNT into gold or Ghana. I just say PMMC. PMMC in Kwan and PMMC had a monopoly. And no Koswa and Sakran the PMMC started having my license so be to me to go.
Other private entities to buy gold.
But they drew baby no. PMMC inefficiencies and the challenges be okumu cabinet the policy decisions were taken by governments. My PMMC crown focus on gold neto on my licenses more. So PMMC reduce gold auto or not the on my license.
And that's the status quo up until up
to 2016.
2016, okay.
And I buy here and say yema PMMC adwuma bi friend national assay.
Okay.
National assay and say gold every Ghana akobia ana eba Ghana bia no yenya adwuma yiku a ono no gina ho ma oman a obehwe gold ni mu hu gold no purity gold no ne character you because gold ye the gold purity ne ton gold what am I saying enti you can't say you're testing the purity of a precious metal. Okay, so PMMC ni as a national assay and you say oh na we test gold in purity ntino. Don't be a regulator and a player at the same time no. So PMMC into gold for a long time until 2022. Now what is the point I'm making? For some time at PMMC ja gold tono omo to gold you two categories of people. The point I'm making is the gold trading sector no the entire president Mahama see enya djuma yiku ba ko a on na behwe so nyina ne say the sector is chaotic. The sector you have different agencies all involved in gold to and gold to. And in the regulation no den. So what you mean? Okay. Because the CA you more you from bullion traders. Omo na wo export licenses to export gold. Minerals Commission in Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources and more licenses wo betumi ato gold akwa export. Omo 61 of them. 61 yes, Ghana for near Brofo. Okay. 61 companies you know. Omo export license and more going to export, but the license also allows them to buy. Okay. And it is the Minerals Commission and Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources and the Momos license. Okay. And here we gold dealers. Gold dealers no so no. PMMC
and a license
so moment me export to gold, but moment me to gold. Or make me to gold at gold Ghana, but they can't export. PMMC the Momo license. So you have two different state agencies giving licenses for gold trading. What's the point I'm trying to say? Then you have jewelers. Omubody obi amom license. Omo koto gold nibi. And on the gold market, ube who gold dealers omo kita PMMC market omo license omo to gold. Ube who exporters or na bullion traders omo kita Minerals Commission Ministry of Lands license omo so to gold. Then you will see jewelers omo so to gold because we hear gold as a raw material for omo production. When are now then of course you have the smugglers. Yeah. Some of whom are foreigners, Chinese, Indians, and so on. Yeah. To go. No money license via no more the faculty council, you the Fatogo, you the Fakudi who are and now say airports. And now say even through the ports, near hiding, near bribe will be near the core. Enti omani nya e musike mani nya so mfa so. Enti edidiswa Ghana yesika sem no edwerega akora 2022 inflation uka I do 54%. Enyema boye den capital flight omo musika da obi ade ni sika ekọ Ghana ye lock here out of capital market nti yentimi nko eurobond nko bobosia ewo obroni sikam dollars biem dollar ma economy no the economy virtually crashed in 2022 so okay yeah per solution and MPP are buying at the time here say gold is the solution,
the answer.
So and omo yes and your Bank of Ghana enya dia your friend no gold for oil.
And the other one
because petrol board cost dollar short in exchange rate cost and because of that so ankran no kofa oil ne buy amount for into and petrol board can affect everything and here ombe you gold for oil that's why you gold for forex ombe to gold wo ha obo the cedis because ye nya dollars obia yentimi nko bobosia in dollars at the time capital market yentimi nko ji euro bond aye bosia in dollars ye per dollar so ama de okofa mo anya dollar kofa de okofa si chire nya bia kofa de okofa oil nya bia kofa enti sadia aban say na Bank of Ghana and you only PMMC na nto gold no PMMC na yes you nya gold to no monkoye muni kasubon partnership na mo monjeji amanfo sika in cedis ehemfo sika banks any BDCs was some of the oil but these are the main people wo here dollars kese banks here dollars for their customers we businessmen omoko kra nyema ba BDCs here oil dollars for oil every month they need about $400 million and the Bank of Ghana jiji omu cedis na ojia na fa bi ma PMMC any other aggregators sane from no mo fan ko to gold wo market na yen koton gold no na yen fa ho dollars mra ye de be obi abenya dollar ni bi ena omo de ba ko betare won so okay ye koton ye to gold no kra na yen koton nya dollar na yen fa gold en swap oil and I'm offering gold for oil. In the buying when starting November 2022, I'm crystallizing in January. I buy that MPP for 2023 and a Bank of Ghana bar markets. Bank of Ghana TC market, you know. Ufri say, Sanko for na, you go dealers na PMMC and a more license, no. Any kind of bullion traders, exporters, no. Ufri so meet me the Bank of Ghana compete. No, intimate. Because Bank of Ghana, no. The Bank of Ghana is not there to make profit. They are there to salvage a sinking economy. So their consideration is get the gold at all cost. So they started offering. They said they will buy gold at the spot price. Gold will be anywhere to gold or trade gold on the spot because they a commodity. Oh, cotton. And they will say oh ton of discount kakra. Now they cost to so now them fast work kakra biya then. Ato so enyam fast boom. Because gold a volumes business. Unya 0.1 of fast work is sika. But Bank of Ghana they buy no say better on the spot because they need to offer a high price. No much mean gold. No will be the gold abroad. It's a seller's market. The gold will go to the one offering the highest price. Baby, I made sure no. And the Bank of Ghana is also buying gold high price. So gold no so only mean ton yam fast word or boka. Because gold bought on the local market, you know. A LME, the London Metal Exchange price, the LME price adjusted to purity, the purity of the gold. Now you use I know you're in dollars. No more you sue
CD equivalent.
CD equivalent. And what exchange rate do they use? They use black markets. Oh. And sometimes even higher than black market to set the price. And for Bank of Ghana to buy a spot and even sometimes above that, but because they are not a private business looking for profits, they want to save the economy of a nation. They will offer any price to get the gold because per dollars at all cost. So the informal way, you know, and a gold for oil, no, and maybe and it's a topic for another discussion. Because only me views about good for oil. And you may be a man, no quan passantino. I'm a Bank of Ghana aboka. Good for Forex, a cow or better a kakakra. But heading aboka because the market is unregulated. Watching until wabas obe to good. Until you want to offer high prices, spot prices, so that you get the good. Now at the end of your tournament, say so 1 CD. Now we turn Ghana 1 CD. So we transport was saying in a car. Now they go the bedroom bruching a can have a toss on. Until turn more than 1 CD were bruching. It is Nina Oka. And a gold market is very volatile. And the price here 1 or bit my 2. And then the crown no pay bit my 1. It be doing you 1.5. And a very volatile. If you are not buying with a profitable buying policy, ubeboka. Sanity. The Bank of Ghana is on my same market. And the gold dealers need bullion traders, exporters, no, baby, because a boa Bank of Ghana is too good, no, won't mean to be. And a Bank of Ghana, so the Ababa too goodness and say, we are buying unto tax. But who am cranking a wakwaja Bosiana, would the Wawusika too good, no, we bet you are 1.5% with wooden tax, et you are income tax, et you are, and you may be a Bank of Ghana any day, so you can compete with them. Let us say good traders win in the Juma. But Bank of Ghana Sikana will not to gold no. Eka krebi. And to mean to gold a would just win. Where the total volume of gold small scale export last year was 63 tons. Bank of Ghana there we 70 tons. But all the 63 tons in we divided by 56 weeks, which is the total number of weeks in a year. There is a week beyond 1.1 tons. And the export but who beside any small scale miner and will be on good trade more who say go the one markets small scale more than 3 tons. More than 3 tons. Yes, into the Akane fine. They said the Bank of Ghana yes sika toy and the toy. The Akano India ni Ghana ni be a peso be dimra so Eberton was smuggle. Ye nya sika. Because the gold there we check all the data e borrow the nya last year so. There's a Bank of Ghana in to ni na. What the point about and I do my Kubis were from myth.
But time a Bank of Ghana Bemuno was there a requirement, say Bank of Ghana Bemuno, Ubia and Tony Gold in my bank.
Yes. Bank of Ghana Bermuno, and by the stroke of the pen, your policy be as your copassing bro. Say Ghana, you watch it, say henceforth, a buyer decided, say, wow, export license be and you can't export good. You suspended your export license, what me export to good? You can only buy. The buying function of your license will be to me at all, but you can't export it. Otwa Betoma Bank of Ghana through PMMC. There was all do seek PMMC. I get my point. Good. And omuye we now no just say export you can't export again. Omuye we no do baby 2023 ho baby no mo san so ba so mo be exemption. Exemption nature say okay, yes you be antimi export to there, but the exporter be a contractual obligation with an entity somewhere say was supplying the good no brana beje exemption but obi exporter ben win new contractual obligation. The person is an exporter exporting to who? On a business partner or off taker or the good new command. Until everybody qualifies for exemption. Until Omoan him said they abused exemptions and gave it to over 9. Maybe exemptions and who close to 20. What I say, so they abused it. And then also and come up for another day. But Panocha, for a long period of time, nobody could export. It was so be adding good. Eba PMMC, my Toma Bank of Ghana, na export to my Bank of Ghana. In the end, they don't know. This is something that will be tried. Say, 10 years. And Bank of Ghana na no so no MEF your friend maybe Minerals Income Investment Fund MPP for net and on nkomodi ye Japan and amaso but it is a company about 78% of your royalties are yenye fee agudia ye wo nyina mu no ekɔ ne ho to invest it and to maximize sa income your friend no Minerals Income Investment Fund. Into raw income Ghana, yesika yenye free gold, diamond, musa agudie ni nyina mu no. Your friend royalties. Company no 78% approximately and a cohort for them to invest and maximize it. Okay. And as our company no so yes, oh yes, you be good for Forex, but Wumia, then vice president say, and you must monko market, must monko to good nubi. And almost started in 2023.
Almost turn at Bank of Ghana rates now.
Omunti says he can't bet because Bank of Ghana the oboka. But omunti mean turn but Bank of Ghana raise the price. It will be then Bank of Ghana a compete. Until they were buying the gold at prices which didn't make sense. You buy gold at black market. What the okoton gold ninya dollars what the buy Bank of Ghana say $10 no. At Bloomberg rates. So waboka. Oto gold no in cedis. Or the gold no.
Yes.
Bono gold boy $. Yet converted by cedis now we use to black market and sometimes higher than rates a year higher than black market. Sometimes. TNU. It is auto gold new year now kotonya $. Now we best $100 about cedis. One ton $1 no at the same rate I want the to gold now waboka. It is what they say as a myth. Under their Good for Forest program, $90 million. What am I telling you? I am telling you, sir, the idea they got was good. That gold and they had the surest way of saving the economy. Gold they had the surest way so man you bet to be $, and they are stabilizing your national currency.
Okay.
Now buama economy na ye it is our surest bet BBNU, not cocoa. It is gold, number one. The idea was good that government should be involved in the trading of gold. But the policy environment was wrong.
Okay.
Because you cannot be going into the market, give public funds, Bank of Ghana, GSK, public funds. You give it to different aggregators. Because any PMMC in Ghana and to go no man. Yeah, there are another entity. So these are sensitive issues. Now the Bank of Ghana can compete with markets. DNBC. DNBC. Price is run a better May first offer you good royalties and yet there are different aggregators. They are using public funds to compete for the same commodity good. The NBC price no kwa nebeko so obi abeboka. The omboka ne the smuggle. So President Mahama says yes, we need government now to be the sole buyer of gold. And the sole exporter of that gold from small scale. Large scale there, they are buying that and they say, your agreements on better 20%. because here was sell 2 million as on mine say gold no 2 ni anko ade ye were preemption right you me kwa say ye 2 ni once we are buying it at spot price that was all the mine the president Mahama say ye nya ban adwuma yeku a ono nko a na wo 2 million say obeden obeto gold na wa export to sa gold no now what team you regulated that market because the NAM say all these state agencies are there. MIF is there, Bank of Ghana is there, PMMC is there, other aggregators are there, traders are there. No. You can't regulate it. And price are called overboard. The trade is no longer profitable. And it's all person make it profiting when there was a smuggle. Now make sure the amount for smuggle good. What do you say? So this is why you need one entity to streamline that sector. Now, what is the objective? The entity here. Now I'm coming to the specifics of your question. The entity here so that gold are here to mina and what dollars no. Ye ni betimi ye di achire ni ye di aba. Omo export licenses no. Emra mo kwan say so omo koton omo togo no omo koton amanania. Omonfa only 80% of dollars in the Emra back.
And they keep 20.
Yes. Now 80% omonfa Emra within 30 days. Obi.
Ebi me buso.
Ebi mu niso. Ya mo chire ya na start say ye need di achire from 2022. Before that omo niso.
In the 30
now,
days.
Wa beto gold wa ko ton gold e fa dollars in Emra na de o pesika ko China, Dubai, obi anya sika nko dollar ni bi nko. Wo se 30 days so this kind of ye. It is say Mama say dollar ni pay 80%.
Okay.
And I yen ka say dollar ntina bonten 30 days. Abaya na eto. It you buying the dollar ne beba acha 3 days. The turnaround cycle for gold trade is 3 days, maximum 4 days. Say me to gold, say me koton a. How crowd we are not refining. It acha 3 days, 4 days. I was saying dollar no back in Ghana. Anytime I hear 30 days, you pay dollars to support the city because the dollars ban the city nya ho den. Adia ye di dollar kofa babia no bo no be den e be wo form. E be ma inflation aba form. Timamuni bi o man babia benya saa de no so mfa so. E be ma ye ho atoye wo man ni mu. Enti dollar ni mu hia. And that is why yetimika say call IMF for bailout ye pay dollars. If you say CDs ake nya bi. Dollars ni pe. Ye say ye be ma $3 billion. And also ye de ma mfie miensa. Bia besu mi nsia bia just okotwere exams pass ansa na ye de bia hede aka ho. Ni ye wo gold e betumi ama ye small scale mining gold me ha mani a nothing less than $5 to $6 billion every year. Na ye ntumi ye asaban ya ye ntimi nto sa gold no enkoton enfa dollar na madia na ye ho na ye wan because bra ye bre IMF program ni ade nyina ye reserves ye forex reserves dollar ni wo obi so to say so that is the first thing say abaya na eto and abaya na export to there and here we can track the dollars and within a short period of 3 to 4 days no? The dollars
the money will get back in.
The second thing so say abaya eduma ye ko ba ko na eto and on one export on one irregulated sector now. And me explain bibincho on dollar na answer na my bad the second point. On cocoa, you who say cocoa ye turn a man say just $1 no. And na tete ye na nanom penso mu hu nyanza say cocoa. E opa dua cocoa. But don't even tomo bia toma aban.
And that's why cocoa board came in.
Yes. Enti cocoa board on kwa na betimi di cocoa na man. O toma obi a o small go ye be chew. Se na be ya cocoa board ebe kwa koton $100 ni nyina ide aba cocoa board ye adwuma o mu gina brand no de no mo ye cocoa de nya ente ye no cocoa season ni nya start e kra no no ma o ma ye nhwehwemu aye projection say afi we cocoa ni ebenya so mo se we bia ebenya 1 million tons ene ye mfa mu 700,000 tons carry forward ye nko ye forward sales ni nko je dollars it is a gold board ebe gina brand and here was solid balance sheet we don't even have to buy gold and san yakoton the dollar back. We can sell gold forward. We can project say small scale can give us gold of 100 tons. So say yeah proper analysis you can sell parts of that forward and take dollars in advance. Gold ni yenyan to you no waje dollar in advance net to Bank of Ghana. The upper dollar kwa fa de bi enya dollar ni bi. Black market say me nyina
inflation
saying now the beto go near amount cedis because gold no koto out the cedis net on your dollars. Na Bank of Ghana assessa kakra bi we here for every week. No assessa man now they talk but dollar net. That is where we want to go. Without one agency regulating, streamlining the sector, you can't do that. So the point I'm say only one agency so they want the right to buy. Even apart from forward sales, you know, it's off taking. Obi to Dubai. When we say gold will be a gold. Everybody in the world, because people value even gold before dollars. Oh, yes, yeah. Yes. I somboso. Enti obi a gold nususwa. Enti anam say enti onim say so no ama wo de usika akoto gold na. Chances are that o meton ma no. Enti amanfo be hwehwe power chew say Jimmy Sika in advance. What am I saying? Jimmy Sika in advance. Now what just says Sika na Sisanko cedis nafa to gold nafa brem. So you even get forex in advance. When you have a gold board, one agency checking that sector, you will not only get dollars through spot sales, say ma to gold in cedis, ma koto wenya dollars, mediaba. Enye nonkwa, but you can do forex sales. You will get a lot of off-take funds in dollars sitting at your central bank and in other financial institutions in Ghana. And my dollar, the biggest, and the biggest and the most important economic matrix. All other things will fall in line is your exchange rate. The dollar rate is the most important. If you have a hold on that, economy. So the first thing you have dollars, and GOLDBOD is your surest way of getting sustainable supply of forex in your system.
Because now the market will be regulated.
It is one agency. The agency can leverage it for forward sales and raise dollars, spot sales and raise the dollars for you and all that. So you don't have a problem.
But as part of agent, because earlier you made a point, say the more value you add to the gold, the more money you make.
Now when you GOLDBOD, the jewelers are at the mercies of the market. Jeweler ben ebe to me Bank of Ghana and MF a compete to good. Unye bin top. Me PGL PMMC. Yanga say was subsidiary. Precious Jewelry Limited. I a company. Omune jewelries. People we have shops all over. Good no cry yanga sa no cry nyebi. Because he ni sika ye to be Bank of Ghana na me sika ni ato yama omo. Bank of Ghana no ton open the dollar. Quick. Uni sika de to be few. But say ya buy and to go now, buying him say from a policy perspective, we need to develop the downstream fabrication of gold into men's jewelry need account. So by policy, we can decide say gold or GOLDBOD to be let's export 90%. Let's give 10% to jewelry industry. Government will do that, but will be motivated by profit from the highest bid. I will not do it. And it is our per value additional. Your surest bet is to get GOLDBOD. Because either than that, they must all go to the same market. The Bank of Ghana is buying, MEF is buying, bullion traders are buying, gold dealers are buying to get some of the gold.
And that would mean medium to long term, no? In fact, Dory Bass in Kobio.
Crack, Debbie. Lead exporter of gold in Africa, Gold Coast. Now you export to scrap gold, you intimate refine your gold. And to get that value addition. You need, because Ghana is here, Obi Mibisao. Ejuma, you could be in the Ghana. Show me one agency in Ghana that is promoting value addition in terms of gold. Show me one. We don't have even one functioning refinery. We have about 5. None is functioning. They have not even refined 1 kilo of gold. Why? But if it is government, you can do all that. But I know that make a man for say no be a radio so say hey imagine say the Ghana gold you never sheni pa ba kon Sammy Gyamfi and you be so powerful or the gold no cry no ekoma Ibrahim Mahama on tiase see ya ka say aban ko na eto gold and say Sammy Gyamfi na ya the Ghana gold you never shemensa GOLDBOD no it is going to be a statutory corporation, a body corporate established by an act of parliament. And ya Ghana for Japadia to say Kukubo, GMPC, Ghana Gas, MEF. Ya dem mra, ya nem si for I want Rashe Bedram na pass him Rasa yet a buying Ghana for your tea Jumayuku. Jumayuku no more Moshaso, the board of directors.
Okay.
Board of directors, we GOLDBOD, draft bill at them enimia. And here you are, is gotten all the necessary approvals. I'll tell you about it. And we are expecting executive approval from the president this week. Now, who are the members of the board? Small scale miners, no mutu.
Okay.
Large scale miners, 2 chamber of mines. Okay. Bank of Ghana governor, and an name senior, not below the rank of deputy governor, and name senior also. Minister of Finance, and an name senior, not below the rank of a director, and name senior also.
Okay.
Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. On one case, and name senior, not below the rank of a director from the ministry. Also. What's the point I'm trying to say? All these people also, and then nipa ba ko na do gold na mano in corporate governance. When they work power is a board. And small scale miners now here to go and traders no bullion traders aggregators ni local you for omunyi no man nam si ni so ye den e board no so. And then Sammy Gyamfi na betra baby aka se yekoto ye nyina that board no be develop pricing policy ya yemfa to good e be ye profitable ama all the players involved in the trade and Ghana. Miners will be more boy basis you more montiase because their representative is there. Yentie no ase. Again, number 2. Enye gold board enko na besisi offices we baby ase ye dikoto Ghana gold nyina.
But you know, sir, with Cocoa Board, no Cocoa Board were regional offices.
And a Cocoa Board were licensed buying companies. You're from LBCs. And the Cocoa Board, yes.
Okay.
Cocoa Board more seed money.
No more at all.
Obi frame me, me be frame or the other side. Don't say they have me pan. They say, "O mo ye adwuma ni na mo be you." Me frame say, "Hey, o mo ye adwuma ni bi na fe no mo adwuma kra be so." Because they say traders no my mobo. Bank of Ghana. One market because of the high prices they can't compete. Okay. Omunyina ya mobo. Enti say gold board ba Bank of Ghana and to gold be. MIF enko marketing ko to gold be.
The new governor no say.
So you have only one agency and one agency gold board and ya na to gold no. Ye license
buyers
agents to go and buy. There are 3 categories of agents. Number 1 is the aggregator. Or no na yede Ghana sika ebe man say. Based on a certain criteria we be qualify. Because to be an aggregator no, I was see who say one kasa gold adwuma why you be that. Wa sika wo to gold. Gold do was send what in the last 3 years. Wo company, who are your directors? Who are your shareholders? What are the corporate governance practices there? What the point I'm trying to say, records keeping to say. O financial administration to say na sika na ye de ma wo no guarantees be na wo ho. Do you have an advance? Can you afford an advance payment bond from an insurance company? And a counter indemnity as you can get the amount na share ye ko insurance company wa kwa Jessica or no so be baba betonton we japade age e de nyo bia na bit my aggregator obi se me ko checha ama Ibrahim nua no mo nim de worka. There is a criteria set by the board of directors. And look at the caliber of people who will be on the board. And yes, a minister for finance, and your reports called minister of finance, SIGA.
Yes, state interest
and parliament. And parliament. Yes. And the licenses are here, you know, will be applied within 3 months. There was all man the license. One farmer who refused to, there was all man the reason. Until your gold board tribunal. Until courts. So you can't use it for it's a serious thing we are doing. What you say? So it's a body governed by law. And your structures, and yes, Sammy Gyamfi they Ghana gold be say. But back to the point I'm making. How will gold board exercise its exclusive right to buy gold? Through license aggregators.
Okay. In what about license aggregators?
Then
what's the 3 categories?
Then the license buyer tier 1. Okay. Aggregator ne de omo ye nipa kakra bi a ono show capacity say minim gold to ma misika metimi aboa gold ano de aide ama like what PMMC is doing for Bank of Ghana. What do you say? What demonstrates our capacity ni amanisika. But no, there are 13 mining regions in Ghana. Are you too good?
Yeah.
It was when you buyers all across the towns and communities where they mine so that gold ni better because any background to the gold there was so two quite tintin and zana wa beton gold now we are good no the be smuggler. So you need a lot of buying centers across Ghana. So there is a one who will be buying small quantities from miners or turning kitting 1 kilo or no woman tier 1 license as a license buyer. But what shall aggregator say?
Okay.
Or to gold no the aggregator. Now aggregator as smelty gold no their gold board.
Okay.
What you say? Now you what tier 2 buyer. Tier 2 buyer no or one day or no bit maybe office watakwa and now kumase. Obit me out to huge quantities, 20 kilos, 10 kilos, 30 kilos, 50 kilos. What you say? Now on also developers our capacity on also so aggregator na manisika. So we will finance an aggregator. They said the Bank of Ghana finance any other aggregators.
Yes.
Then the aggregators finance the license buyer tier 2.
Okay.
Then it goes to tier 1. The no form of then it goes all the way to the miner.
Okay.
And all of these people are licensed and they are being regulated. Untimi to gold bo awope. Yem prema unto gold abo 4 odi BCC miner. Enti your price policy, there is a guaranteed
price.
Yes, there is a guaranteed price below which say you to gold at 1 cedi. You better say a business until you must allow for fair trade competition. And to be told between 1 cedi and 90 pesos, it is fair. By amount to 80 pesos, ASCCA. Because if we don't do that, the private people will come together. The aggregators, and a young one you wusika, a buy tayachi, then they form a price cartel. Into see a better 10% discount. Opa farmer, 1 farmer, wouldn't pay. So in the pricing policy of GOLDBOD, there is a guaranteed price below which you can buy. Oh, you're not mine a report to your license and will prosecute you. Then there is a high price, the price ceiling
above which
you can buy. Because gold no tabra buying. It is a buyer in Tian Neboa or then the cost in Nato Subenian Faswa, then government is in bad business. You better book car and also be news to say the yes Bank of Ghana Bokada. So what the point I'm trying to say? But that doesn't mean say EBCC will be out on gold. Gold into say cocoa. It is a to gold and the President Muhammad Aroma. A job will be in Yabin now by Bima Kukwe for 50% of the international market price. And also they cost 70% Kukwe for some others. But and on Chese by announce that's our commitment. But and on Chese and Untino Ubetimiako to go 70%. Gold is no kuku. So it must be a reasonable fair market discount. The traders know it, the miners know it.
And what you are saying up until this stage,
and you set that to get by the board where the miners are there and the traders are there and all the stakeholders are there, and you set it.
And what you
now obia you policy in the diato, meaning say the trade is profitable not only now for private people. Abai subenya sikani bi yenye sikana de na de ye de beboa small scale miners na me kire mo ye de beboa wo mo ye de beboa mining communities na me kire mo ye de beboa wo mo
so obi currently obi your license as a buyer, gold buyer, we all call mining communities now be on shop K12 be auto gold obi was our license ni BCC and I say our license as a bullion exporter or a place under GOLDBOD.
Yes, right now to me export to gold, even from a fiat that the MPP government gave, they suspended all export. I just want more exemptions. Okay, so the only thing you can do under the GOLDBOD is that you can't export gold on your own.
Private sector
on your own. To say cocoa no. Cocoa board on kwana export into gold board on kwana be. But all of them who are buying, the bullion traders and the gold dealers who are buying gold no. One license be no. GOLDBOD act ye pass and say by apply the license or buy ye be more license first.
Okay.
And some will be a one year license. They have priority.
Okay.
To gold, the only thing is that they are moving from PMMC license to GOLDBOD license. They are moving from a license given them by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources to a GOLDBOD license. It's the same thing. But this time around, there will be standards in place. Baby will be a more than war. Near the beach, so I'm on a license. A human away, no, so no be a day, a show.
It answer remember other questions.
But hold on, answer remember other questions. No, my family you being candy here. We are very important.
Okay.
Obi, unim say. Why I'm giving you the one of the major reasons why you need GOLDBOD. Gold baby na yenya from small scale. Last year, 63 tons. Minus smuggling. Smuggling can be times 2 or more. Okay? I am my $4.6 billion. When you say gold, no be anywhere you bet me a ton in London. So small scale mining gold, don't mean ton in London.
Because
don't mean ton in
scrap into
Debbie. won't even turn Spain, won't even turn Europe, won't even turn America. Ghana, the only places are small scale mining gold. Generally, Dubai, China, Kakrako, Hong Kong, Turkey. Dubai and India are the main ones. The biggest one is Dubai, then maybe India, then maybe China, Turkey. Baby, omo from LBMA, yes. London Bullion Marketing Association. Our money almost so power will go trade mono. What refineries I can say in the world. Now so mokas omo ton gold or mo ton LBMA price, which is with premium. Say LME price here $2,000 and $2,800 and now LBMA ultimate ton gold ultimate ton LBMA refinery is a round refinery in South Africa. You get a higher price and then you're friendly premium no. You're gonna intimate your good from small scale nko large scale for
the reason is
the reason is but the main for we question wouldn't say the whole Africa only one country has LBMA accredited.
That's South Africa.
Here run refinery. Ghana ya you go to Chimbiano ye nibi. You produce good Chimbiano ye nibi. Why? I didn't need to me you go dinko. Because sa LBMA for no. They have a policy for buying gold, and that policy says they will only buy your gold if that gold was responsibly sourced. Into more guidelines. So person who told gold obroni free be traceability. Yeah. And was how the gold ni mo mu e bon one gold no free buy. Ye to go no man so do bia. Concession be e da hase ya eye OB Ventures dia.
Offer kwan paso too.
Offer kwan paso ye to go no child labor nka ho. Yamfa mercury any chemicals say environment say you and two. Ye legal responsible mining. The oil mining no license. So we need technology will be to media prove traceability. And the fact that the gold was responsibly sourced, our gold no you gold is one per one top. I just fuck Dubai. Uko Dubai is why MP no kotono discounts. Uko nyab e bona amanzendwa so bo no ntimi nya ubenya bo kakrebi. Meaning say revenue and the dollars was a Ghana ye nya free gold mu no ye nya no enye de was nke ye nya no so yetimi turn LBM aka ye benya more revenue and more Forex in the form of dollars. So what you say? But ye ni adwuma ye kuo bia wo Ghana is the only agency pursuing traceability is PMMC. Under a programmer World Bank boy $160,000. It can't do traceability. So that is why you need GOLDBOD. Now nim dia yawo. Say LBM before now until gold that gold no you can't add it to your reserves. This is very important. Or maybe able to point you say was all minor Nisika Krabia, the central bank of that country, no, here reserves. And the reserves of every country is either in dollars or in gold. What's the point that John said? Now Amama yo muni gold to say Ghana crab gold reserves to change. Ye last skill for no. Omu too good na omu de omu timi and am say gold no ye too no kwampa so na ye traceability no omu timi de ko LBM no koto say nya Ghana no woto man na sa countries ne de account reserves ye nkan ye reserve until Bank of Ghana started this gold reserve program omu to 20%. What do you say? But small scale gold no Bank of Ghana intimi to because it's not LBMA certified. Yeah, say enye kwampa so now they count reserves ho a ye chewa ye be twa ni nyina ma free reserves. But what is the agency in Ghana pursuing responsible sourcing and traceability? John Mahama says that is why you need a GOLDBOD. So that at least Rome was not built in the day. You to me so rich na gold that you and we will only buy gold that is traceable and responsibly sourced. You can't. But you have a deliberate policy say within the short, medium to long term, you move from buying galamsey gold to buying responsibly sourced gold through a deliberate policy. And the gold never see a chem. Bank of Ghana chem. Bank of Ghana gold and the year reserves.
Any gold.
Any gold or the copper dollars and almost turn to Dubai. Because any good papa ain't me make na small scale miners on bebre responsible mining on mudi mraso. as a gold board wo ho a ye betimi aboa wo mo ama small scale miners bebre gold ya to ama LBM and I me no ka say Bank of Ghana start bi but omo ye mienu pe ba ko ya Sanska as part of the Kibi mine project and about ko ye green gold from a certain company Typhoon. These are all small scale. What does it show? The capacity is there. That if you have an agency like GOLDBOD dedicated to pursuing this, you bet me a lot of licensed mining companies
doing responsible mining
because they are abiding by the code. LBM pay. You market access, higher price with premium, more forex, and that gold, even if we don't sell it, can be part of our reserves in the Bank of England. So without GOLDBOD, how do you do it? Then Obi, Maka value addition smuggling. Are they almost smuggling gold? Gold here number one.
Smuggling.
Yes, but what say I achieve gold smuggler? How many years in? And you know, I'm about yes, I achieve phobia. I'm sure national security is investigating. But Obi, what says I achieve gold smugglers in Predodose? But gold smuggling is a thriving, an ever thriving venture. State security agencies near your fighting. Aside that, PMMC, you shouldn't need any mandate to fight smuggling. You shouldn't need any task force, the resources to be able to fight smuggling. And you had your money in your gold, you Japan. Ofa kwampaso export wa yebenya tax e dia ye nsuo e dia ya kwan e dia ye mpuntu nyuma e di nyuma ne ahoto bebro manfo dollars no so beba ama obi a wo pe dollars wa ye den enya bi na wo afa kwati kwan so wo de ahye wo ho wo kofa border so de akwakoton dollar emma revenues wa emma masa ya depa and smuggling is going on. Ghanaians are doing it, foreigners are doing it. Why do they do it? Number one, 4 reasons. There are those who feel send your local price of gold boy because Bank of Ghana to be and the taxes a good so no me kwa kutua withholding tax 1.5%, PMMC Belgium is 0.258% for ASI, Minerals Commission Jim is 0.2%. At the end also boy dem a ton of black market me export no true kwampaswa me nyamfa so into obe smuggle and we back. GOLDBOD bar sa problem ni nyina ni ho because withholding tax 1.5 no ye be ye free ho. Minerals Commission tax no ye be ye free ho. Say aban yankasa na export ya sa aban into tax man no. Like Bank of Ghana doesn't pay all these fees when they do only asset fees and our service charges PMMC no mutua. The second cause of smuggling is the search for dollars. You are for motim makola wojumu amu ye jumu dollars. Omko banka yesi ebini ho. The former banking sector is not able to give them dollars. Into omu di omu see this no koma alaji for no mo sisa sika na black market. Ti me cho go smuggling asepa. No mo di see this akoma mo se me per dollar ma me supplier wa China. Sa alaji for ni nyina no mo accounts in forex bureaus at Dubai. In the United Arab Emirates, forex bureaus can transfer money. Like in Ghana, banks transfer money into more accounts. It would you see this bureau more? Now I instructed Dubai. Now you transfer dollars. You have dollar in shows more Ghana. Now you transfer dollar no. I could supply or China na baby o. Then when your dollar amount supply into nyema bede ebeba. We see this no J no. They no there. Ebede na sa settlement was okoye in Dubai no wakoye. Or do see this need to good. No a smuggle good no. No the gold now cost settle transfer no e go Dubai because there they need gold and whether it came quite pass one and quite pass omobeche. So one of the major causes of smuggling. Then number 2, gold is used for settlement of smuggled products. Where there will be our oil legitimate trade or per dollars a wonye bia odeni sika akoma alaji and alaji amaya transfer sika amane suppliers and alaji didn't see the nakoto gold as smuggle to go and settle the forest bureau ewo Dubai. And ye what you also the idea Fatima ports or Kradia Bagana. And your man or the banner $1 million. No we declare $500,000. Now I have kana now port no watimi the 1 million in euro and I'm saying no on person be the money laundering no dollars I will be to be the afa system ni mu $500,000 per what must because I know I would declare it you have duty or krata so if you don't go on a Bank of Ghana ni will be di hudwa $500,000 enyema no di wuro mu na wabeto wawie no obede nya dollar akwa kutua na suppliers ka no the cedis no asanso am allergy for no more dey ato gold no more the gold na konoma enti omo fa won say gold bo eden o ka to nto gold 100% you crop beto because enkotua duty ange bia ne ke ko be 20% enti gold no oto no boka crop fa because obi onya 2% 3% on gold is a lot of money. If you don't have a gold board specifically dedicated to fighting this kankaroo to me.
But if the national security architecture ain't mean fight here,
no, you have to fight it in collaboration with the security agencies. The gold, you can be a soldier with two young children and yes smuggling now gold into say kuku botwa obi smuggler be so bi kita boto no gold obi kita gold 1 kilo na shene boto ma wu or the shene bag ma wu. That is how it is, why it is very delicate. And if you don't have an agency dedicated to that trader, so be a question now will be saying was pregnant with a lot of answers. That why are the enema will be your objective? I say, why do you need gold board? Yempese Bank of Ghana too good or ton high price because nobody is regulating the market or toboka Ghana na affected. About you see go to a recapitalization levy for Bank of Ghana. May for so to be.
Yes.
Now you turn high price, trading losses, now shisika. What you say? Now go dealers so to be no mususu. Bank of Ghana say market to at the end boy den ye bre. Now bullion traders so to be no be esu. Now gold na ye turn no Dubai ni India nko na ye de ko China. Because ye ni market enti mi ko be me because nobody is pursuing the policy of responsible sourcing and traceability. The market access for it is limited to places yenya high value and the dollars we need. Now gold no crown no more to the corner. Yes, almost here 30 days into dollar ne ma ye kra nya or the baswa 80%, abansi me 100% of the dollars and I need it within 3 to 4 days. Now jewelry fosu yedume gold ni yenya bi. Now you have a gold board. From a pure public policy perspective, we make sure you have the supplies to develop. Because the more you're using gold, is a gold Dubai, the Abaso, no be no to gold can see be more. You turn 1 gram. Ghanaians should be able, in a country like us, Ghanaians should be able to store their money in gold. Because you know, behind the bet matter 1 ounce and not 1 kilo, but you can buy 1 gram. Through processing, now with me be a coin, I say 1 gram. You with me customize a crowd picture also. Baby, I be do in the world every what do you say? So this is why you need a gold board. And you say, "Yeba, abeje Ghana gold in nama Sammy Gyamfi." Edi abi go bi adwuma.
What it means is that Sammy, when all is said and done, na say act bill never be actor. There will be no PMMC bill.
There will be no PMMC. Mami nche honimu. Obi say, gold board the manage the PMMC yeguno. The person doesn't understand. PMMC, you may be out here. That you could go through various transformations.
Yes.
PMMC, unim time yete no 1963. Ni friend PMMC, ni friend of Ghana Diamond Marketing Board.
Okay.
In 1965, no majuma mo ya ne say omonto Ghana Diamonds e wa no mo marketing. In 1965, ena aban ne ye LI 401 and or the year in the state-owned enterprise.
Yes.
1965. 1972 and year NRCD 32, the Diamond Decree. And you can say you're changing from Ghana Diamond Marketing Board to Diamond Marketing Corporation. Because you're NRCD 32, you know, you're LI 916. And you're the no Diamond Marketing Corporation. Edidimu, that was 1972. 1989, yes, agreement was yes, and why diamonds alone? Ghana, you will go, there was silver. And the precious Minerals Marketing Corporation, 1989. And this time around, on to gold or on top minerals marketing keke, on ye ultimate grade and assay and value and processing good. Nonsense to be my license to agents to buy good. Nonsense to mean to good and sounds on ton good. 1989 years Amrano. And from that time, PMMC was the sole buyer. Yeah. PMMC had a monopoly. And yeah, this our power no. Emma 1989. 1991 wo baby in pass Act 461. Conversion of statutory corporations into companies act. Act 461. And all statutory corporations should be converted into companies limited by shares. And 2000 in August, yes, a son from Precious Minerals Marketing Corporation to Precious Minerals Marketing Company Limited.
And now,
so now we are a company. We are not even a statutory corporation. But we still maintain their functions under PNDC Law 219, which is to grade and assay gold, which is to buy gold and all that. But say to me now, you wanna see gold, precious minerals. Say to me now, you wanna. And you're exclusive. FM. PMMC has a right to buy and sell gold now, but by policy, I buy and sell my PMMC into gold.
Bank of Ghana.
Oh, I say because I say I don't know what's auto. And I want to Bank of Ghana PMMC aggregate and this say so what happened to that argument? I get my point. Go now you talk about Bank of Ghana, we are say it. So what happens to that argument? But you need legal backing. We are the national assayer by policy, not by law. So and then yema bebre as a regime wo Ghana was here sesano. Say nyam branch ye chi ma yesa to me na amanfo bitimi ni atwe so pa. And we have begun a conversation about, for example, how gold produced by large-scale mining companies acid, which has to change.
We have to look into it
because I say that since it determine the purity and the value, we have to change it. But there's a topic for another day because we are still discussing with Chamber of Mines here that
we are still looking at GOLDBOD will be doing.
GOLDBOD will do it, but the regime has changed because then you see, I say small-scale mine is good, and yes, I say large-scale is different, and I think that it must be one. One methodology. One fee system for fairness and consistency. And for revenue assurance purposes. But GOLDBOD by law, you need the sole national assayer.
PMMC.
PMMC needs idea. PMMC again, you have a right to buy and sell gold. But you see, you need to credit to gold. And you need that right is not exclusive to us. Others can buy. Into the year to Bank of Ghana to me to be a to. And exclusive.
Now
and a PMMC need any export function, but GOLDBOD is going to be the sole exporter. Are you getting me? So now you need to give this PMMC new powers, new functions, new objects.
And a new
so
name.
In line with its history, change of names, we are changing the name to GOLDBOD. But
and you might even need more.
And we are going to even employ more. Yeah, traders, I am on licenses, and we be even license more. The nature of business will not change, just that it will be enhanced. New things are being added. Value addition is being added. The fight against gold smuggling in collaboration with other state security agencies being added. The pursuit of traceability, formalization of the sector, responsible source, and now deliberate policy being added. All those functions, then support for miners. Masa yeti krumwa. What you could do in America, small scale mining or how wide they are brain. I've been the number one critic. Yes, you are saying, yes, I say. But Obi, other men who dollars are small scale mining, they are brain, also William Show. Last year, smuggling D more than half. But the far system will crack a kennel. 63 tons, mainly because Bank of Ghana was buying. So, Bank of Ghana, they talk a good no. If you crack in, yes, because smuggling a costro. Obi, small scale miners, our moon says you are more responsible mining my all this good. No, who supports them? You can inherit, even though the Ministry of Lands, make up for the door, even though the Ministry of Lands and Minerals Commission, they be mining so former good year too so no ma hwese ye be ne kwampa so no wo betumi use gold ne ton no e de aboa. I'm choosing my words carefully e de aboa illegal mining no ekon. How? Because me obi show say ni gold or so no responsibly na metimi aton LBM ya e was say me man more higher price e chen obi a ni gold ontimi prove nchire me say oton kwampa so. In fact you say that
single police everybody.
Yes, in fact ye ho na akire na ye pisika at all cost kra and you can even say me togalam say gold. But the Unimsa failure the policy ba. Inti was say my whole time kakra. But then maybe bedroom no to gold irresponsibly you can't sell it. Yeah. Because every mine that we are going to buy from, we are going to formalize them and make sure that their gold is traceable. Gold ni buy any mine free. In the long run, we are getting there. And not just miners will be made to say, hey, no, it is an opportunity for you. And the president Mahama say licenses now, oko apply a acha wunye bi no the bad district level. Sikasem bie nimko. Yes, Minerals Commission. It's an opportunity for you. You take advantage of that to formalize yourself, get a license, and do responsible mining. That's number one. Number two, no. Because sir. To go da koton. Say yenya even 0.1 and faswa. It's a lot of money in gold. Over time, say sika na yenya na dey was here there. E ya ban sika. Yeah. And the cocoa. Obi timika say yen kikintia gold board because ebe te say cocoa board tiewo. Na cocoa board are impoverished farmers near ade. Into gold board so be impoverished miners. That is a half truth.
Adentia.
Because cocoa board into yenya cocoa board so fast bia. First of all, yanti bibia said assuming without admitting that cocoa board crumple adie kuafo cocoa kuafo nya and say gold board so be say cocoa board. That is a purely an issue of logic. You can't say because cocoa board did this, then gold board will also be like that. Because the governing law, the management, everything will not be the same. But let's even interrogate these issues. Cocoa board amount for here for really? Obi, any cocoa board that will cocoa scholarship. Any cocoa board that will cocoa rules. Only mukra and come back if not for cocoa scholarship. Uni mukura ngebi akota akra ko mu hu bida if not for cocoa rose cocoa akuafo dodo say na yare tisi omu cocoa so a omo abenya sika atwa agu asanso adua na foforo cocoa akuafo be na ujai omo ankasa betimi ato fertilizer ato nro ato proper seedlings aboko konfuo no ho ban afa extension officers atu omo ka enye omo cocoa na omo ankasa export akwa amansa dua so akoto. Is that work easy? How many cocoa farmers can trade their own cocoa on the global market? So, in fact, also different governments manage cocoa differently. Because it cares for the cocoa farmer. It gives them at least 65 to 70% of the international market price. Now they are so I reject that suggestion say but assuming without admitting say your can employ no crest or must say cuckoo for juma, does that mean say cuckoo good board so be logic? But put that aside. This is the draft bill because the president has not signed and it has not gone to parliament. It's a private document. I can't share it for now, but of course all the stakeholders we have met have looked at this. Okay. And Obi Mamenka Mameno was a small scale miners association, especially their general secretary, one of the most knowledgeable people in the sector I've met. Godwin Ama. Oh, brainy guy. The support we have enjoyed from the National Association of Small Scale Miners, easy. Concerned Small Scale Miners Association led by Pepra. My God. The ideas, the support. Mr. Kwaku Efa Esuahene. Chamber of Bullion Traders president. Ah, my God, that man is an institution. Ideas. The support from him and his members. They've all brought. They have even brought us a letter endorsing Gold Board and giving inputs into the bill. But
National Bullion, they would be out of business. They export.
No, you see, they can still buy and export. They will still be buying. The export, they can't export directly, but they can partner GOLDBOD to export.
To buy.
For example, why do they export? Or broni bi we brochire. Or say me pese me ma usika. Na odi to good. Na we export to mame. Yem pese ye be cut off all those FDIs from off tickets.
Off tickets now.
It is still. This time, just at this time around, also broni bi bro usika. How this ube this can be bab GOLDBOD. Na GOLDBOD assess sika no. The American aggregators, no license traders, I am a Bolivian Uganda for
okay.
In India for no much. That is why they themselves are happy for GOLDBOD. Because yet your crew master wako India ko say Ghana ni bi to good. FM. What you say? Oh, say Ghana ni bi to. Oh, ya India ni na pe good ayedase. Usika na wo no. Fabric GOLDBOD. Ye be sesa. Ye the dollar no be kwa akoto Bank of Ghana. Obi ope dollar bia benya bi. Odiazie yenka se dey koye good oil swap ye dey atu obi ope bia beje na wa akokra oil na dey awopɛ obi utie me na ye the cedis ya GCD equivalent ama ye Ghana for aggregators ni traders no monkoto gold no na ya ship gold na ko kroma ma India smuggling bi anim ba ye mfa Ghana sika ma India ni so nkoto gold ye mfa Ghana sika ma China ni so mfa nkoto ye gold Ghana for so bitumi
Sempa FM.
So you take out all those people and the Ghanaians are there. It's a big business for them. And bro, you know what Bruchina and all this Kamana money export no. Obe to me this is Sikana man through GOLDBOD. Obe G gold nato. Na GOLDBOD I export to gold na money Bruni no. So he's still in business.
One question I think I will respond to. And my main kai yetie for say many lawyer Sammy Gyamfi needing komo acting managing director Emma PMMC, which would very soon metamorphose into the GOLDBOD. Yedin komo bebre akan sem bebre na me wose mu bebre na the messages about I'll be asking some of the questions are Bano to lawyer Sammy Gyamfi. And again, because Nipa Bebrena in Ghana any a fair understanding of what happens in the gold buying and selling business, no, I allowed him time to explain Niomana Obia Wutie Biano etumi at Niomana say oh adventure or question 0548 443 523 548-443-523. Answer me with some next question. Let me pamochao. Basic mechanic, CCR assessor. Ain't A to Z Auto Servicing Limited, sir. Omo the intensive training program biaba we no on how to use auto diagnostic machine. After the training, so we a participant, ye be certified and as a certificate and a brand new Hotel Maxidiac Elite DL diagnostic machine. We know ye be see a full 12-month update from Hotel. Training we know open for vehicle owners and the general public. In the imagine say when your machine will be where you sign the amount free, when you be register to be part of the trade, you be more machine way free. So obi car nya problem or the bar or the machine is in the car so a trail problem or car with pinpoint accuracy. We know matra makwe bia enim pinpoint accuracy. No who problem e work car no. Now if you wait to me abwa solve any mechanical or electrical problems are a worker now. With this training, you can even start your own auto diagnostic business and earn some income because you be more machine nebako free. Now how you start your business. No guesswork, just direct solution to your client need. A to Z Auto Servicing Limited, still your number one stop shop for all your auto needs. Your Medina Rates Junction opposite Latter Day Saint Asoreno. Fre 0240 2828 0240 202828 for further enquiries into this. Same inti yenim say one thing in opposition mukutia was ejapa. which said ya would say mo earlier no was according to the former government a smart way of increasing yen receivables from this precious mineral which is gold into a percentage of royalties ayenyano nanka ye de akọ a safe haven bi akoye investment edisika ebebre oman no. Some have likened this whole GOLDBOD idea and nyoma mo pesa mo ye no to a Japan in the way a Japan in a different cloak. a crime and alpha so chair we.
Oh, you say Obamacasa no be a Japan or Montiase and a gold board on the Montiase. How can you equate two things if you don't understand? They near Japan scandal. A Japan scandal they say Ghana nyamiama you gold. Large scale companies no mutu your gold no.
Yes.
Newmont, Anglo Gold ndi akeka hono. Or mutu your royalties my. It is our royalties ni nyina no kabomu no your friend on the mineral royalties.
Yes.
Afibia ya jeje. Afibi wa it mean $200 million from royalties, $150 million, $120 million, $250 million.
Yes.
It means a scanner from your royalties.
Yes.
Abayin bia ba obejin the gold royalties. Na or the developer or mine no. On the gold royalty 100%, 20% eco minerals development fund.
Sure.
Say you find puntu nyuma wo mining communities. Then the 80% ebiko GRA.
Yes.
Na ye the B I run the affairs of minerals income investment fund MEF. Sure. MPP for nete. Sure. No, almost 76% na ebeka no. MEF for fanye investments. 76% of ye nyina you good royalties. Na sa 76% no. Omo kwa ko register company be what tax haven.
Yeah.
Odiaze.
Yes.
JZ company.
Yes.
Na omo the 76% ni nyina na mano. For 15 years and over. Na sa company no. Oma listing was stock exchange. E dey raise $500 million.
Yes.
Asempa F.
And a civil society organizations say Ghana nyina na NDC for so they say na bubu yesen ya huri anim kosoro na sika na afibia yenya na de ayempuntu nti de dikan wo ye japaya na yese kadwoma ama ba ye mineral royalties no akufuado carry forward waje di ti say de get fund ye de kosi a waje sika yusu ye e kada won so ye hu de ye ene sika e wo se koto get fund for tuo mu no emu be wo ha mu chichemu adusia na ekire ye de kotuaka enti ke japa ba so a nka royalties bia ye beji bia no 76 akufuado waje ne carry forward 15 years we use we aban bia ba sika nasa. So you are depriving, you are encumbering future revenue streams and depriving future generations and governments of that revenue. And it's in Japan, number one. Because gold sikanki benya 15 years no. Wo jini nyina carry forward on the stock exchange. Through company ni sika sem kra no obi antimi hwehwem. So opacity was also one. Then the atoso biemno was the undervaluation of royalties no, because imani mu ya analysis ma yehu say gold royalties no yankasa 1 year or 2 years 3 years $500 million no ye jeje ye betumi enya kra ye den aboro nti adan na ye di mu 76% ekwa komo obi for 15 years na ye de kwa kwaje $500 million for 15 years when we can get that $500 million in a short period of time if ya ye jeje sika until there was no value for money. Inti Japan de ye krono bi aka ban dada ne peso de ye den eboye say ye gold hu sika Rollins bejeje kakra na abreso de ba ye ode ye oman ni ye kofo bejeje ye na abreso de ba ye ode ye oman ni hu adwuma obi aba bejeje present ama be ye bi kufu adon ho ase bon fa 15 years de nyina ma me ne because me yes catch ban bia na sika no kwa kwaje aba no so $500 million pay. When the true value, that's 76%, is far more than that.
But no, it's consistent.
But consistent, $500 million from all the calculations I saw. And we have been vindicated. When say myth, mineral royalties, I told they be a fee, more than $200 million. A fee back. So how do you give that money out for $500 million in 15 years and over? A chrono street. O mine sika na wokọ bonu don komi na waje kakra bia ma o mine no so wa ba be ne basabasa na wa fa ekira kwaje kese no na oni wabusuafo afa. And that is why it never saw the light of day. And na matena mi hwehwe mu ko hu se ye no kra na kufu adode na busuafo bi ene nkrofo bi e ben no law firms na ye tuetue sika ma omo amfa mra kwan so eno na nam homa akufu ado otata matena mi do afi matena mi do se adwuma no kra wonye biem na wo hu se o mampenya kufu ado ye wo ma me primary ewo katachiche ne proyemo mother serpent of corruption men kayeti afuwa yawo enjo bi fe no to chen GOLDBOD yakasi yakojo bi gold royalty. Ghana gold royalty be amayo. Ghana gold royalties will still go to MEF. Yeah, dear. How will we get money to operate? It as a Minister of Finance say.
And that was my next question. How would GOLDBOD be funded?
It as a to say the Bank of it as a Minister of Finance say. Menye sikebia mama monye as because GOLDBOD no abai na shareholder.
Yes.
It was on my equity. So bit me aka say o my sika as trading funds. Na ye revolve sika ekoba because me the top gold in cedis. Na me koton gold na me the dollars abre Bank of Ghana.
Yes.
Or the main objective of this is to support forex accumulation by the central bank. So ne be ya to me generate dollars ebe magana sika samai de nyina no bi ope dollar bi aye de enye bi no mo ho atom. Enne se ne be ya to me enhance Bank of Ghana gold reserves. Because so long as this system perpetuates and continues to remain, Bank of Ghana and Timmy use small scale mining gold and financial reserves. Sure. What's the point I'm trying to say? These are the two main, not profit. Profit can put there a third. Foreign exchange accumulation, gold reserve accumulation by the central bank supporting it, and profit. Yenya profit a Ghana for sika. Ye de kwa ye gold rules. They said ye kuku rules no in mining areas. Ye de kwa ye gold scholarships. They said ye kuku scholarships no. Ye de kwa ye gold schools. They said ye kuku bo TMC schools under corporate social responsibility. Na ya sanso di bi aye nyema miensa. Geological investigation. Back to your question. So, on the Japan. Yeah, there be geological investigations because only the small scale miners and don't almost say gold. So they mine like, for the want of a better word, blind people. Gold needs and to kakra no tutu kakra. Obenya gold kakrebi no was say asasi bebrebe. Gold kakrebi asasi say bebrebe. Afi kokata manaswa. Na fe adane boachi bidin because obeboka no de akata mana no so but so ni bebia gold ni wa oni o mfidia ye de hwe gold no se ha na gold ni wo na wo boho no nya gold na asase na wase ne ye kakra bi enti so kata reclamation no e ho kaso ye kakra bi enti ye nya sika we are partnering the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources and the agencies under them like Geological Survey Department. Na ye dey acquire modern geological investigation concessions no ye dey be bo prospecting ni bibia ma obi hu gold kwan no be be deda enti wo pe gold na wo mmere wo boka kakra bi no aye den wanya gold o cost kakra bi wanya gold bebre diem biem ye dey be ya ma mine no de dey be ya ma mine na say equipment financing e when this manifesto mu miners no omo concessions no 60% omu ni sika omu betumi de atu enti omu kogis sika anamfidie from financier. Obi a China ni obi a India ni obi a Ghana ni no wakogi ni sika no the gold no or two gold na no waton gold no amani pakrona at a discount 15%, 12%, 10% until the discount no any tu amfidie ne ka and no the finance no the sika no open to omo excavator we no ama washing plant I wash it gold egunsuom GOLDBOD so there be mine no yenye sika yen set up jomama say yen set a plant pool of environmentally friendly equipment na yen use so equipment no to fight illegal mining obi has hani here me pantitm this the surest way of fighting galamsey unima dekro excavators controlling excavators because without excavator you can't do some mining na your mining issue. It is a one hour de afidie ni ma mine na then you can control what is useful. Inti yankoto afidie ni yamfama miners yebe mo excavators by excavator no ya yo operators are training you no mutwi ene betwi inti operator na ya training na ya tua ne ka no o ka so onfa excavator nko ye illegal mine ye sensu a onye ena yenim se ye yeduma yeni no obetumi abu ye asem so nti no ya sanso the technology aka ho ye the geofence trackers ebe she mfidie ni mo because the concession bia no the coordinates the MCAS platform of Minerals Commission. It is yenim say yama OB Ventures concession that sehi akontomra yama wefidia the coordinates of your concession no ya bogu tracker mo ya dia share fidie ni mo me ma excavator na excavator na travel concession share excavator no there be enye se be hu engine be break e be gina I just say from the control room me ma kwan anya excavator ni nyadwuma nti ye ne ma mine na fidie won't be fire mine no won't be fire fidie no ensensuo so women's into the case John Mama is a visionary amount for ntiase tikase a eda so da yepa na nam se wona wo ma mine na fidie nti no geofence tracker shim the operator is your worker TDU on the equipment are cameras that helps you to see in your control room here in Accra, real time, everything happening in and around the concession. You see it on camera, real time. It will be here illegal mining or joining a UBA, you see it from your cameras. Then, because I'm a mano excavators, no, mano, me mano washing plants, no wako hurugo no gunsumu. It me mano wheel loader and a payloader. Excavator ni two netie na wheel loader na sesa netie no ne masanso ama ne tipper tracks ne de agu tipper tracks mu ne de netie ni nyina akọ central processing center to process the good yem process good no wo kwaye mu ho nsensuo no enti ye be create processing center in all the enclaves ne de gold na ba ne process ye processor no ene be bia nim de adru ni ti processor gold board de be bo small scale miners no enyusu nsuo enyusu chemical. Obi, as I'm there. No water, you don't use water.
To say
it is there. I'm telling you, in the law, I can show you. Support for small scale miners in the nature of geological investigations, equipment finance, concessional loans.
Okay.
So we have started developing the policy with the technical committee. And the interest people are showing because now there is an agency, people want to partner us because number one, we are protecting the environment.
Yes.
And also our survivor
mining,
yes, it means that obi a man of fidia man de mining kwampaso sa gold no ebetumi abeka Bank of Ghana reserves because there is traceability.
Sure.
Ebetumi so akọ LBMA yenkoto no Dubai ni India me pa me de beko Europe the big refineries wa akọ wanye sika ama o man no but apart from that there dey we mu ni say and am say me na me di mfidie ni man no na me de sa camera me protect environment ni nyina no say nka private person di mfidie ni ma mine na nka obeto ni gold no 15% discount 12% discount me de man na me am operating man no eco processing man no because our processing machines will not use water or chemicals but the recovery
higher
96%. It mine any aje when you gold be because GOLDBOD processing center processing gold in an environmentally sustainable way with optimized recovery. When you gold be brain is also. But I say ka private person be 15% discount, mame 7% discount. Mame 5% discount. Far cheaper than what you would have gotten from the private people or more than your business. So we are getting good from a discount. You can turn good a discount. You fast why you wind there. A GOLDBOD, your GOLDBOD, you wind there. A Ghana bind there. Now back to a Japan. Unlike a Japan, no musi see say no GOLDBOD. You can be a gold royalty. Either finance minister and a bit make say when you funds, you can trade revolving funds. Not mean like what MEF was doing. So finance ministry is a first source of financing. The second one, BDC. What is it? Bank of Ghana say good for all you know bejai. Yet it seems to be able to say good for Forex now. Bank of Ghana map PMMC sika and other aggregators come here tomorrow. Ebedu baby Bank of Ghana because of money. Why? Because we are under an IMF program and there are restrictions and already there are some pushbacks from the fund. Enti sa baya mami sika kra omo ma Bank of Ghana sika in cities ma Bank of Ghana de breme ma to gold drum they will bring us the cities, the banks will bring us the cities and the BDCs will bring us cities. Yes, we can buy gold without using one cedi of taxpayers money because that is what Bank of Ghana is doing. Omo ya auctions na some man for bro mu cities and no mo to gold. MEF to gold no. Fidelity was giving them cedis to buy gold so that Fidelity can get dollars.
But no, any risk.
Seaboard risky in a way. It is risky in this current market because you are competing with Bank of Ghana with different players and smugglers. until you end up buying the gold at a high price. Would cost better so no boka. But if there is all that chaos is not there, and it is GOLDBOD and its aggregators and licensed buyers being regulated by GOLDBOD in Wumua, you will buy and make profit.
And you know why?
And these agencies will bring us the funds because they want the dollars.
And you know why I asked that?
So Ministry of Finance here one.
BDCs.
These are
other
who need dollars. Then they are the external off-takers. Obi to Dubai, Obi to Europe, Obi to China, or some pay gold. Into your know will be $100 million or they be bro in advance. Okay. Supply me 1 week, supply me 1 month, supply me 3 days, supply me 3 weeks until you get dollars even in advance. Now what's Saka craving to see this out of gold, so every time the Bank of Ghana our dollars without they themselves having to go to the market to buy at that high price, making all these losses. Bank of Ghana one ton, bullion trade and 1 ton, because he say he's not competing with Bank of Ghana and MIF. He's not competing with state funds again. He's competing with other private sector people. All of them licensed by one entity, not multiple entities. All of them regulated by one entity. And so they all have a threshold within which they are trading. The trade is profitable for them. The miner is also protected because there is a guaranteed price below which his gold will not be bought. The miner is also protected because GOLDBOD trading no nyam faswa emrasheno and yes I had a report called parliament on metri and so say yemfa bin support to small scale miners emrana chere support yemfa ma wo ye the boy almost wa eboa ban no, because any miner that I support will be formalized. You will be doing responsible mining. The degradation of the environment is mitigated and reduced. Gold no a responsibly mined and sourced into no ebe called LBME. We are getting more money, we are getting more Forex. It can even be part of our reserves. Now you decided also to sell, we are making more profits because we bought the gold at a discount. So
I asked the question about.
So it is nothing like a japa.
A japa, very well.
Nothing like a japa. Well. Where is the abaisi kabeni afade kotwa to pre abaimbe lusubibi? Without even 1 cedi from the state, GOLDBOD can buy all the gold on the market. All we need, the legal mandate, is enough. What I say, and the trade is a revenue generation trade. PMMC, yeah, say good. Yeah, just 0.258
of the value.
Yes, is that a joke?
That's good.
In gold, it's not a joke. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Even though GOLDBOD will now be buying gold, the asset department will be under GOLDBOD, but it will be autonomous, independent, so that they do professional work in line with best practices. So part of the money will be set aside as asset fees. That revenue is still there. Your other fees and margins that we will have. After year one, I buy tier jumano and I buy bema yibibi kakra. As a new corporation I will establish here. After year one, yani be to you my worker like every SOE. Yani be bibia, we will not be subvented again. And your trade funds or modia mayo no, and was a revolving fund. Near making sure say can share. But under this system, your mount revolving fund, we are sim siken in our class can be share. So what is a me for yedra sika share? And yani I'm choosing my words carefully. Yani na nature say be a disicani na. Dodo na aye. Operational or trading losses because of the system,
the chaotic market. No?
You can't buy at the current prices. Obi, last week, Thursday and Friday, the local price of gold on the market was 10,970 cedis per pound, 10,950 cedis. But the LME at black market 15.85. Was about 10,880.
Wow.
But then you're too good 10,970. How can you buy gold like this and be whether you are state or private?
You run at a loss.
But then your minus in as well, you can't be. So that is why President Mahama says you streamline. When we streamline it, not trade no so ban faswa. Sikani ya Ghana de anya Sammy Gyamfi. And let me set this record straight. Ibrahim Mahama. Yes, is somebody I've worked with. Is my senior brother and boss. But Ibrahim Mahama on tone good. He's not into gold trading.
Enya fe no obebem.
Obey the gold. Ibrahim Mama.
Ne boy
He's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Ghanaian owned indigenous mining company. Only the ones who are mining for large scale companies. No jumano no miner. Abrofo companies or more concessions wano or more money contracts say be mining my no me tuaneka. The jumano no on too good nkoton. And see, the nature of business of GOLDBOD is not even in line with the nature of his business. And this is not a japa. And will be good juma. The miners are not dancers. These are not dumb people. They are intelligent people. And then baby you see joy. We went to Kumasi. Mekle was packed to the brim from beginning till the end. And people cannot wait. Miners, traders, gold dealers, they can't wait for GOLDBOD to come. They can't wait. Because miners no cry na ebia ka adwuma ne basase ya omunya so omokra transfer oh de mu ye de ka mo be ye ne sa enka be boaye ne mum de yesere mo ne se munya sika mo va me boaye na mo nka bi ma ye nyina na ye illegal mine am so me ba obi wa meka mo amunya illegal mine be bo mabaso mo nua ne mo ye no munya because mo nya ya this government and yes, I bind that no, we would deal with it. And yes, you pay good with you know, uko sense you. I come the one and just and some you know did.
Initial steps now have left people asking questions. For example, there was a recent year Omuya Kempiski supposedly to go and talk about how to engage in responsible mining. People think the venue choice alone was a problem. But that
I don't know much about that. Yeah. I don't know much about that.
My main kind message is by me, and Sabina.
But who be some question? My main how the GOLDBOD is being formed. Yes. So PMMC is being converted
into the
GOLDBOD. And the powers, enhanced powers, more functions, more objects, same workers, more will be added so that you have an organogram, a structure that can run GOLDBOD. Like the current PMMC, now the emphasis is on gold.
Okay.
But don't check it law in our interpretation section. Gold is defined as including gold as a mineral resource, diamonds and other precious minerals. So it is not just gold.
Okay.
It's an enhanced version of PMMC. But because of the new focus, what's the PMMC now is a company. You can't do what's a GOLDBOD with a company. Are you getting me? You can't do that. It has to become again a statutory corporation. Because you need an act of parliament.
But mostly right
now PMMC we don't use an act of parliament. PNDC law 219 is not what we do. We are supposed to use the regulations of the company. Every company is subject to its constitution, its regulations. Now you need private company be regulate. You person Ghana for gold no nyina ya dia. Otimi kokro bi so yetu gold masa. Gold dey free kro no so ensuo kro mu nya bi nom. Obi,
but would it been
school
a company ni no anka check mu ye mum. Well, corporations mostly
it depends.
Mentality.
Look at the bill. The checks and balances. What do you say? The checks and balances.
But also with a corporation, no, you are not really expected to make profit.
No, for GOLDBOD, it depends on what the law establishing the corporation is.
Okay.
And the reason why we must not be company limited by shares, the main objective of GOLDBOD is not to make profit.
Okay.
The main objective of GOLDBOD is to generate foreign income for the government.
Okay.
$dollars. Now, omo dollars akofa enyema of all sort of things. $dollars. Exchange rate bejina. Inflation beba form. Obia kodwom na okoto ade a enyema bo wo form. Ahoto beba mo bia ye den afilibi. So what's the major that say? Then apart from that, support. So it is not our main function. The main function is that of the Bank of Ghana. But we are to support gold reserve accumulation.
At the Bank of Ghana.
It is a Bank of Ghana is buying 20% from large scale near the other. But small scale, no. How can we, through a policy of responsible sourcing and traceability, get small scale companies whose gold will be LBMA accredited and therefore show up our gold reserves.
Very well.
Forex reserve for building up for our forex reserves and gold reserves are the primary functions. Yenyam faswa a plus.
A bonus. Okay.
But we don't because already because you seek your fans are you training largely CDs, you are subject to the volatilities of the CD. CD need depreciate it will affect you. And gold price so you're setting in dollars into price and the cost then say now 1 CD to me to 1 ton is a price now cost 21 CD bit to be 800 kilo kg. So these things are there. So all the time the institution buying must buy in a strategic way. Senebeya on moka na on shit sika wodi yeduma whether say sika ni free off take off free bruchiri and BDCs and banks and buy one e was say it mean you no enunti enanka can normally ka PMMC on your Ministry of Lands e sika 70 no president say monko share Ministry of Finance but your where so no Ministry of Finance there because of sika 70 woman no but ade aye fa mining who be an Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources it Ministry of Finance my policy directives are and run say consult the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources enti ube say minister kra ne power Minister for Lands the power is bebre wa or poni bi de den e maye enti this law will come with certain amendments of the Minerals and Mining Act, the Minerals and Mining Regulations. We have to make certain amendments. All these agencies are boy. And before you read it, my main stress be say, yes, one man penika as Sammy Gyamfi koye adwuma we me koya na me fiti preko pe me say me ye we obi. You start here adwuma me call office. I mean, PMMC was handed over to me. Adwuma PMMC say ne kese pa yim you know. Yeah, my license am for good dealers in go to good. Nah, yeah, I say good as a national say both small scale and large scale will be a good PMMC na say. Nah, yes, and so too good. I'm a Bank of Ghana as the aggregator. These are our 3 major and a jewel PGL. So that has been going on. And the president say, oh hono, form where you could we converted PMMC into that. Okay, into your call here no. The first people I spoke to was the Chamber of Bullion Traders. We met them at my office and discussed the ideas of what my dream buy because you say back for down for and the nyansa so ni back for team anoba buy so ma abato ito man penyi say hey enko yo humi minim ko na industry yenkuti obia ikuti obia and ye trade yo muka kire nyina ye we Chamber of Bullion Traders obi and you share National Association of Small Scale Miners almost buy kesiko and you discuss the good board my good ideas a lot of ideas e we no and a Minister of Finance says ame adwuma no eso enye wonwa adwuma na to PMMC nkwa because gold board adwuma no MEF for experience omenya from gold trade muhia Bank of Ghana for experience omenya from gold trade muhia Minerals Commission experience in this industry muhia experts baby or lawyers muhi or your technical committee or munyina mwayen na the omanpenye dia science and yentuminye and the technical committee no me for one am sini wo your technical director brainy guy Bank of Ghana go desk omunipa ba ko Paul Blebo was there and nipa na sa agency Minerals Commission the CEO is there I see what down for okay with Manchester will be say gold board and admin now no ye try ono MPP for manifesto committee drafting committee so ka ho bi ye 2020-2024 manifesto no nka ho enso share 2020 manifesto and 2024 manifesto so gold board is John Mohammed's vision not IEC's vision. I think it is a prerogative of the president to hire and fire at the right time. He will take the right decision and President Mohammed experience or one amamu no or yeah dey now ntia say otinchen ya obedwen say papa woni ne kasa na o kire di ntia o ya obedwen say hey papa or a visionary ampa inti onti bibiasia don't just criticize. There is good reason for everything this man does because this is a manner or dogana and thankfully me minister in the year you must say obi ma member na baso honorable ato force Dr. Kisila to force hey Ghana yenya finance ministers finance but we should brace ourselves for performance by Rebecca say yes indeed undoubtedly this is the best. I think that he will go down as the best ever finance minister.
You are convinced?
No, put today's date on the line And a finance minister waba wonyanya busumi mienu T-bill rate from 28% to 20%. What be that? What be that? Unprecedented. Obi. The Dr. Keselato Forsen. And the guidance is giving us. So be the technical committee. Yeah, brainstorming sessions, baby. Yeah, share.
Muko share finance, muko share land.
All of them, Muko share Ministry of Finance. Yes. The gurus are the ministry. Technical people, not just politicians. Then the Ministry of Lands, so be a debates. We want to be in film. We in the say the assemble. Mef will be adding adrian by and sana a legal consultant. ideas ni na akwakoye draft bill. Ediamai. Or ye draft bill, yes, also called finance. Momushi mum ye comments by my uncle pretty. Yes, also called Ministry of Lands back. Momusu shemu a ye omo comments bibia. And my uncle pretty and son ye be fre a broad stakeholder conference in Accra.
My biwa Accra.
Yes, and ye could broad and only more bullion traders, yes, also from okay. All of them. And yes, also fre gold dealers BM. And a jewelers, a jabamo. All the jewelers, yes, also fre womo. And they are sounds of fair small scale miners, the main association and the consent. And the first civil society organized Steve Mantia was there. Me who Bemboachi except it sounds so from and you in a holiday in big program. You saw the pictures. You got to answer for hours discussing this. You be here film, you be hasi, go near beton saying, Quine Besson, be fast why you see ye and your share, yes, and beef you up on you really as you. Yes, also encouraging because yen consultation. So we've gone to yes. So the miners and the traders and the jewelers, all of them exporters. Yakushi omu Eastern region achemta for. Yakuku mase Smuggling. Yakushi Ashanti region for. And check next week Mikotakwa.
For Western.
Yes, and check Yebeko Bole. All before the passage of the law. Extensive consult Obi Ghana when we bail a year within a short period of time. Yet me a bill. No, this bill is over 77 clauses. So ya bill a consult to stakeholders extensively like this. I deliberately decided that until I finish
you will not
the consultations up to a certain stage, many media crankasa because talk to the people who matter. So the point I say. So I have not granted any interview, making sure that we do something in line with the vision of the president. An institution that is fit for purpose. Ye benya so fast what said the Yenya Kukubo so fast or GMPC so far and in my Kobe so fast. GOLDBOD and put there should learn from all these examples and even do better.
Mistakes,
yes, I stakeholder engagement in real. Only say as what share CSO so no one separate.
Okay.
Senor Husi was there, Sid Mantia was there, all of them. In the CSOs, they have a coalition of CSOs in the extractive sector. Met them. Omumpo di omusi mufa we shame ye pe transparency mufa we ye ni omomonde ya twa. Ye Chamber of Mines.
Okay.
Which is an institution that has been there since 19 something.
Yes.
Ye ni omasans we share. And the consultations go on. Enti obiani wa woye bibi ababe say no. Well thought through, well intentioned. And I've even met the traders, whether MPP and DC, all of them, not even one.
Very well.
Not even one. Enti most of the things are ebino mo kekakekano bibi enimu at the papa say but this party be petumia or campaign or your campaign or shebo. So man for two abamanoa bosha or the share one that was so yede udiso because that is a social contract between the government and the people. Obi sortimase. And GOLDBOD a manifesto promise. I call mining areas kochiromo the ebeya boa miners ne de keka hunyina, and that is why President Mahama says would dino kra magana for or the beye juma. Now the eba so na just a manifesto promise. It's a game changer. Me who topic on your flyer. Is that the game changer the economy needs? Yes, it is. Be bien Ghana sisia. Ebe to me am I the stability we need for our exchange rate, which is the most important economic matrix. Be bien chain gold. Nothing can give Ghana more dollars than gold. Nothing. And more revenue than gold. And as they say, now my yanka Ghana sem kakra GOLDBOD on kwani ebeka. My yanka Ghana any Ghana komo kakra.
Ghana komo be simenumbi. Hello, Obi. Mr. Gyamfi said the GOLDBOD will be engaging in forward market or sales. Is that not the same thing the alleged Cocoa Board had engaged in, which has brought some 4.1 billion debt as a result of an increase in the price of
Let me answer. Cocoa Board has always done forward sales. It was the criticism they say omo ko gisika no ahead ne ba omo makuafo ne ketu abi.
Yes.
What they are saying here, they are smuggling because cocoa do not open no munya. It cocoa was almost supply no mania, and I bear 333,000 metric tons cocoa maintain supply. And I say, I buy a bay was here pediaca and supply. A bogan account about $840 million. And no one sem yeka. And yeah, say for the forward sales in principle being bad. Then this year, why buy mu? So cocoa be a ton of forward sales. And see. That is not
Obi, I think lawyer Sammy Gyamfi is wrapping us too much with all this sweet talk. Why is the finance minister not giving revolving funds to Cocoa Board to buy cocoa? If what Sammy Gyamfi is saying is practicable, Gold Board is not a bad idea, but it may end up giving licenses to only party people.
Okay, so let me answer. Let me answer him. Yeah. Why is the turnaround period for cocoa is a year? Because indicated loan are good. You close season 1 year.
Yes.
The turnaround period for gold is 3 to 4 days. Until you can do a revolving fund easily. But cocoa crown, I buy more music bia. Cocoa na no muko music forward. No more abeye jumani nyina. And Gold Board with time will get there. I see Gold Board doing that in the next 3 years.
In the next 3 years.
We should be able, even now, we should be able to source money from off-takers. And the only things off-takers, normal advance are good, normal pay discount.
Yeah.
But when you are buying they are bit more on the spot. I don't know, but even if you have to give it to them at a discount, it's normal in gold trade. If you are very efficient, you can still do it and make your good profit and still get the dollars in advance.
You've learned all of what you've shared with us in the last 2 months, less than 2 months.
Be a bender. Say the Jawa near the aswell. The Jawa near the aswell. The Jawa near the aswell. On many years, we have to do that. We cannot afford to fail because we're a priority initiative for that Irajo Mahama Akomasu Yepa. And we cannot afford to
very
fail.
Well. Let's do 1 or 2 national issues now. Yemfan Komono Emre in the next 5 minutes. But before that, Salam Mustafa, a national youth organizer, NPP, or say Obi, ask Sammy Gyamfi for me. Would the Gold Board be eligible to collateralize gold for loans?
No.
And how different is this from a Japa deal? I think you've answered.
No. You cannot. We cannot engage in any form of borrowing until the minister and parliament approves it. And I how they say gold no. Yeah, they either say abayin ama usika seed money now they talk. And I say omo pay dollars na dey omo seed is abroad se fa tobere omo. And I say off takers omo pay go na abroad dollars in advance se fa tobere. And you too good. Unim say PMMC maybe na PMMC or Forest Bureau. Unim say?
No, I didn't.
PMMC in the 80s and 90s had a Forest Bureau.
Oh, okay.
Early 2000 Forest Bureau. Unim say na PMMC see too good.
No.
Na jom forma any Forest Bureau omo dey omo see this ba PMMC. Na PMMC am omo paper. They said the Bank of Ghana here no. Say 2 weeks budget dollar. Wow. Na PMMC dey omo sika na akoto gold. Na PMMC abro omo dollars. And maybe the CC my PMMC jai say juma. Yes. These are not adefufuro bia yebe yo so BM shishine say you be good bia tuba na bibi. What you say? Because if it is exporting you say aban ba export wa 2022 aban no ho kire na economy ni crash no aban nobody one pass low or suspend obi export license me ma export for good dey brother be export. They suspended Abuja wrote 1 letter and suspend 1 statement and suspended obi license. Now they suspend no license.
Sammy has showed an excellent understanding and willingness to help us continue to improve and grow the sector by taking total control of our gold to ensure we have maximum benefits as a country. I knew he is capable and the reason why he was placed at that sensitive agency. Paul De Suso, thank you for your message. But my memorana maybe one